New Memobot destroys OpenClaw. You're wasting hours every day on repetitive tasks. Your AI assistant forgets what you told it yesterday. You're paying more and more for API calls that keep stacking up. Meanwhile, everyone's talking about OpenClaw, but nobody's telling you about the problems. What if there's something better that just dropped? Hey, it's Ava, and today we're diving into something that's about to change how you think about AI assistants. While everyone's been hyping up OpenClaw, there's a new player called Memubot that's doing things differently. So let's break this down. First, let me tell you what's been happening. OpenClaw took the internet by storm in early 2026. Created by developer Peter Steinberger, it's an open-source AI assistant that runs locally on your computer and connects to messaging apps like WhatsApp, Telegram, and Discord. It's got over 145,000 stars on GitHub. It can manage your emails, browse the web, schedule calendar entries, and basically act like a digital assistant that's always available. But here's where it gets interesting. While OpenClaw was getting all the attention, a different tool called Memubot quietly launched, taking a completely different approach. Memubot is a proactive AI assistant that runs 24/7 on your computer. It's fully self-hosted, which means your data stays on your machine. But what makes it different isn't just where it runs, it's how it thinks. Most AI assistants work on a reactive pattern. You give a command, they execute, then they forget. Memubot flips this. Instead of waiting for commands, it learns your patterns and anticipates what you need. Here's how that works. Memubot has something called a theory of mind engine. Theory of mind is a concept from psychology where you understand that others have their own thoughts, beliefs, and intentions. Like when you see someone reach for their coat, you infer they're about to leave. Memubot applies this to AI. Instead of just storing what you say, it builds a model of why you say it. It captures your intents, preferences, and behavioral patterns. Over time, it understands your working style, priorities, and how you like information presented. According to the Memubot documentation, the system is designed to observe patterns like your reading history, saved articles, and search queries. Instead of just responding when asked, it can identify topics you care about and proactively surface relevant information. Similarly, with communication, it's built to learn response patterns, priority contacts, and scheduling preferences. The second major feature is how Memubot handles memory. OpenClaw has persistent memory, which is good, but Memubot takes memory to another level with intelligent caching and memory deduplication. What this means is that Memubot organizes information efficiently so it can retrieve exactly what's relevant without loading unnecessary context. This has a massive practical impact. When OpenClaw needs to reference past conversations, it loads that entire context into the AI model. That costs tokens. Users report burning through their Claude Max subscription quickly. Memubot's architecture reduces token consumption by 40 to 60%. That's significant. If you're paying $20 to $200 per month for API access, cutting that cost by half matters. Memubot only loads what's actually needed instead of dumping your entire conversation history into every request. The third feature is that Memubot runs 24/7 in the background without you having to prompt it. OpenClaw technically can do this, but it's designed around messaging apps. You send a message, it responds, then it waits. Memubot operates continuously. It monitors your environment, tracks your workflows, and executes tasks autonomously. It's working while you sleep, while you're in meetings, while you're focused on other things. The fourth feature is cost efficiency. Memubot's pricing includes everything. No surprise API bills, no separate subscriptions for Claude or GPT. Now, here's where I want to pause and talk about something important. When I first started working with AI tools seriously, I was completely overwhelmed. There were so many options, so many claims. Everyone said their tool was the best. I didn't know which workflows actually saved time versus which ones just sounded impressive but didn't deliver. That's when I found this community called AI Profit Boardroom. It's got over 2,000 members, all focused on learning AI together and sharing what actually works. It taught me which workflows save time versus which ones waste it. The community shares real use cases and practical implementations. Not hype, not promises, just people documenting what they're actually building and the results they're getting. If you're serious about using AI to improve your work and skills, check it out. Link in description. Okay, back to Memubot versus OpenClaw. Let's talk about the technical differences in a way that actually matters to you. OpenClaw is open source. That's a huge advantage if you want to inspect the code, modify functionality, or build custom integrations. The community around OpenClaw is massive. Developers have created tons of extensions and skills. There's a whole ecosystem forming around it. If you're technical and want maximum customization, OpenClaw gives you that flexibility. But that flexibility comes with trade-offs. Installing OpenClaw is complex. You need to understand how to set up local environments, configure API keys, manage dependencies, and troubleshoot when things break. The setup process requires technical knowledge and ongoing maintenance. Memubot is designed for download and play simplicity. You download it, run it on your computer, and it starts working. The setup is streamlined. You're not spending days configuring integrations or debugging installation issues. It's built for people who want an AI assistant that starts working immediately, not people who want to become AI assistant administrators. Now let's talk about security. Both Memubot and OpenClaw run locally on your machine, which means your data isn't sent to cloud servers. But any AI assistant with broad system access creates security considerations. OpenClaw can access your email accounts, calendars, messaging platforms, file systems, and basically everything on your computer. Gary Marcus, a prominent AI researcher, wrote that OpenClaw could be a disaster waiting to happen. His concern is that it's built on large language models, and LLMs can hallucinate, make unpredictable errors, and be vulnerable to prompt injection attacks. When an AI has access to your passwords and sensitive files, those risks are serious. Memubot faces similar security considerations. The difference is architectural. Memubot's memory infrastructure operates with more controlled access patterns within defined workflows rather than executing arbitrary commands based on natural language instructions. Here's my take. If you're using either tool, treat it like a new employee. Give it minimum permissions to start. Don't grant access to your most sensitive systems until you've observed how it behaves. Always verify critical actions before they're executed. If you're looking to dive deeper into AI tools and actually implement them in your work, I recommend AI Profit Boardroom. Over 2,000 people learning how to use AI effectively. Everyone shares real experiences. What's working, what's not. Which tools are worth your time, which ones to skip. No hype, just solid information and practical guidance from people doing the work. It's helped me stay on top of updates and figure out how to actually apply them. Link in description if you want to check it out. And if you want the full process, SOPs, and 100 plus AI use cases like the ones we covered today, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 46,000 members who are crushing it with AI. Look, AI is moving fast. New tools drop every week. What matters is finding tools that actually improve your workflows and sticking with them long enough to get real results. Which one you choose depends on your needs, your technical comfort level, and what problems you're solving. Think about where you spend time on repetitive tasks. Where would an assistant that understands your patterns make the biggest difference? That's it for today. If this was helpful, let me know in the comments. Tell me which AI tools you're using and what results you're seeing. See you in the next one.